Hey guys, it's Apollonia from Lifestyle Creations by the Jacksons. As always, viewers are at their own risk, and please read our disclaimer. So, guys, I am in Brooklyn, New York. I'm visiting my mom. I'm actually outside of the bathroom, so the lighting is kind of funky here. The reason why I'm making this video is because I wanted to share how it's been in Brooklyn, dining out, taking the subway, interaction with people, and if any one of you are thinking about traveling to New York, just wanted to share the experience with you. So we haven't been able to shoot the vlog, so this will take the place of my husband's and I weekend vlog. So my nephew and I decided to drive up to visit my family. I have a huge family, and most of my family live in Brooklyn, Bronx, Queens, Manhattan. So driving up was actually really fun. It took us about, we're driving from the south, so it took us about like 16 hours to get here. We had to stop off and, buy food and use the bathroom and stuff like that. So driving up here was kind of, fine. Now, one of the things I noticed coming from the south once I got into Manhattan is it wasn't as congested for some strange reason, which is kind of weird. And there wasn't any traffic, which was kind of weird. And dining out, we've had the pleasure of having a VIP section to ourselves. We've also had the pleasure of just having the restaurants to ourselves. So we haven't really had to share the airspace with anyone else, which has been, kind of great. People in New York wear their mask more than anywhere else I've been since COVID. And I guess because it's congested, but I do notice here that people wear their mask indoor and outdoor, which is great. So the only time the mask comes off here is when people are eating, and then it goes right back on. Um, I did notice that there is more traffic in Brooklyn, and oh god, my lips! I need to put some things on there. And there's Manhattan is more congested. When I went to like 34th Street in Manhattan, there is a lot of homelessness in Manhattan. Actually, there's a lot of homelessness in New York. So it's kind of like I was born in the 70s, but obviously I wasn't old enough to experience the hippie days. So it's kind of like it's like a hippie day type of vibe, period here in certain parts of Brooklyn and Manhattan. Like I said, a lot of homelessness. A lot of the businesses have uh, uh, closed down. There's a lot of marijuana smoking. So wherever you go in New York, you can smell marijuana pretty much everywhere. Because I think that it's legal here now. So it's just a lot. Now, overall, do I consider New York safe? I think since COVID, this is the first time I've been here because I come to New York a lot. Um, Obviously, I'm from here. Is I would say from 1 to a 10, it's I would say it's a 6. And the reason why is because there's a lot of homelessness. It's not to say that it's not safe, but anywhere you travel to, you have to use common sense. I think you just have to be more careful if you go into Manhattan, to certain parts of Manhattan. Just make sure that you don't bring a big pocketbook, and make sure if you're traveling on the subway, you have your Metro card out. You're not taking out your money. Just not to say not to come here, but just practice, common sense. Now, in terms of taking the subway, I find the subway to be a little bit kind of a little bit unsafe, just because the great thing is that it's empty. So, not that it's empty, but there isn't as many people traveling. So, it's great. But again, there's a lot of homelessness. So, you want to make sure that you're not traveling too late. That is just my opinion. And don't sit down on the subway. Um, if you have to, make sure you don't touch anything. When you get home, you spray your clothes. Here in New York, I would recommend wearing two masks. Not one, two masks here. And overall, I mean, I've been fine. I've been enjoying, my family. If you do take Uber, it's the same thing. You're going to Uber, make sure you tell them to put on their mask, because some people here have this perception that if they're vaccinated, it can't spread COVID. That's absolutely untrue. So just make sure that you're masking up. Make sure that you roll down the window so that you can get the ventilation coming in. Now, here's what I've noticed about all the areas. I haven't been to the Bronx. I haven't been to Queens. So I've been to Manhattan and in Brooklyn. The Flatbush area, there's a lot of gentrification going on, and some parts are nice. I don't particularly like the Flatbush area too much because it's overpopulated. It kind of reminds me now of Manhattan. East Flatbush is the same. I do like Park Slope, Bay Ridge, Brooklyn Heights, Clinton Hill, like all those areas are nice. My favorite is Bay Ridge because of the Italian restaurants, and it's more open and spacious. Canarsie is also nice and spacious as well. Manhattan, I haven't been to Upper Manhattan, Lower Manhattan, just Midtown. Midtown, like I said, it's a lot of homelessness. Um, so, people, I just wanted to share with you where I'm at right now and how my experience has been going, you know. So I'm so happy to see my family, and I'm doing safe. Hubby is safe. And feel free to comment and let me know if you've traveled, or if, oh, I also wanted to say, based on this experience, I will definitely be putting off travels that I have in the future. I'm going to wait until, you know, things are a little bit better and we know more about COVID, just because traveling can be extremely exhausting, especially if you're planning on flying on the plane, because you just don't know how people are going to act, and it doesn't mean because other people have had good experience in traveling that you will too. Not that you're being negative, but just smart. Anyways, guys, have a fantastic day, and don't forget to leave a comment. God bless. Bye.